All right. Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world, crypto. Can't say the GD because apparently I get shadow banned every time I say it. So I'm going to say it sometimes, but today I'm not. So you can say it yourself. Go! So today we're going to be looking at a couple things. Just back from holiday, was fantastic, lovely jubbly. And I'm just getting other things organized. Teaching my kid English at the moment, which is kind of fun. I'll probably post some pictures of that on Twitter so you can see the amazing fun the teacher and daddy can have teaching his son how to write. The reason I'm doing it is because he's going into primary school this August, and he needs to have a bit of a higher level of writing and reading. He's a chatterbox in English generally, but as you know, we live in China, so he's going to a certain international school, paid for by DEFI, by the way, and they need him to be able to write a higher level, so I thought, why not? I'll teach him. He'll be all right. So we're having a good intensive summer course of that. While I'm doing that, you know, we're looking at some amazing new DeFi protocols, and today we're going to be looking at, right, first thing we're going to be checking out is Tomb Chain, right? If you don't know what Tomb Chain is, you know Tomb, right? Tomb Fork comes from Tomb. Tomb is a seigniorage protocol. It's been running the genesis for their second part of their seigniorage protocol called Life, LIF3. See what they did there. And they've also released now their chain, which is a layer built on top of Phantom Chain, which is super fast, and I think is going to be a huge hub of DeFi and amazing platform in the future for building on, right? So actually you can yield farm on this, and we're going to get set up on there using life.com. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Then after that, we're going to be checking out the Elk of Fortune because it's going very well and really enjoying this miner. We're going to have a quick pop in to look at Horde. We're going to check out Bloomify because it has launched and I haven't actually checked it at all. So I'm going to see if my pre-sale tokens came in and if everything's running nicely on there. We're going to have a quick check-in with Sherlock because we haven't done that for a while. And we will end everything today by having a quick look at the launch of Win Binary, which has just launched right now. We're going to have a look at what's going on with the token and what the platform can offer us. Right, let's get going then. Let's check out Tomb. So here we are on PancakeSwap. As you can see, I've had $1,000 just over, and I want to bring this $1,000 of USDC over to the Phantom chain so that I can use it in life. Okay, so I'm going to use Spooky Swap to get it from Binance Smart Chain to the Phantom chain. If you don't know how to do this, we're going to do it now. So we come here, we go to Bridge at the top, right? And then we will be able to choose our way. So we're going to go from the Binance Smart Chain, find it BSC, over to Phantom, select our token. We want to bridge, we want to take USDC. I'm going to take all of that, right? And then we just bridge the token. 1 second, just let me put it through on the old ledger. Safety first. So while that's going on, we can then move into the into Tomb. Let's have a look. Firstly, you know, if you want to know about what's going on, right, we can then change our RPC to the Phantom Opera mainnet, right? Let's check out first tomb.com. So Tomb is doing something which a lot of people said would never do again, and that is Tomb is pumping. Let's have a look. Where's my Tomb chart? Right. This is the price of Tomb in the last 24 hours. As we can see, Bitcoin's had a correction today, so the march has been somewhat stopped, which is why I'm buying more today. So we can see over the past 7 days, 14 days, Tomb has gone from a low of 0.03, yeah, 3 pennies per cent for Tomb. Yeah, it used to be $3, and we hit 8 pennies per Tomb, almost getting up to 10 cents. So that was a 3x in the space of 2 weeks on Tomb. Why is it pumping? Because of Tomb Chain, right? If you don't know what Tomb Chain is, we're going to learn right now. Don't you worry. So I'm buying up Tomb, right? Especially today because we see a little dip in the charge. We might be seeing the market turning to the bad side again, but I'm going to continue to buy Tomb because they're unleashing the utility, right? And Tomb has lots of use cases now. So if we come to tomb.com, of course, T-share is all minted out. So we can't farm in the cemetery anymore on Tomb because all the T-shares already been released. But we come here to Life Genesis. This is the new token that's been running for 90 days. We're almost halfway through this Genesis. I've been in it since day one. If we come in, you want to see what I've been doing, right? How successful has this been for me in this turn, right? So you want to see what I've been doing. We come here, we have here Tomb Genesis, Life Genesis, right? So if we go to Life Genesis in particular, let me zoom that in. I've staked a bunch of stuff. For example, I put in $1,000 a Tomb at the time. Now it's worth a lot more than that. I think probably double. I haven't updated the values. And that's earned me $17. Okay, not too crazy. The Rat Phantoms earned me $130. USDC put in 30 grand. It's earned me $286. And Rat ETH has also earned me $137. So good, nice total there, right? Of just putting my assets in there and earning Life token. I've actually been taking the Life token and compounding it into this Life USDC. That has earned me another $100 on top. So from all of this invested into Tomb and the Cemetery while we're waiting for the Genesis period to be over, I put in about $50,000. So far, I've managed to pull out $1,000, which have compounded completely back into the platform. I put it down as taken because I just want to follow it like that, but I have compounded, right? And we've got another 45 days to go, so I expect to get about $2,000, but I do expect some of these token prices to go up by the time the Genesis is over, because it will be back into September roughly when this is done, and generally the crypto market does very well at the end of every year, so we will see a resurgence of some stuff going on. As you see, I've got another $10 here, $20, I've got some ETH in here, $13, got some Bitcoin in here, so that's great. The Genesis is fantastic. You have another 45 days to go. If I was going to go in again, and I might put in some more, I'd probably go in with either USDT for 19% or MIM for 26%. Pretty nice there. And of course, your L share, you get 60% APR on L share. What is L share? You would come to Cemetery V2. This is where we're farming not for T share, we're farming for L share in here. This is the one where I'm stacking my Life token that I'm getting from Genesis and I'm putting it with USDC. Okay, protecting it as it's coming down to the price of Tomb, but the price of Tomb is going up, so the price of L share should also be going up. The price of Life, sorry, should be going up. So this is all good, but I don't need to do anything here anymore. I want to be doing it on Tomb chain. So if we come to life.com, if you want to find the Tomb chain, then I'm moving over right now. I've just connected to it, right? We are now in the Tomb chain. Fantastic. It's very fast. It's very nice. We have a bridge here. If you want to get onto the Tomb chain, you are going to have to connect to it in your RPC. I suggest get into Twitter. Here's my Twitter. Please join my Twitter. What have we got now? We've got 4,783 followers. Fantastic. And you would just type in Tomb Chain here, right? Tomb Chain. And you will find their Twitter account where they have, almost more than me. See, it's a new chain. This is like getting into something early. Imagine getting into the Phantom chain or the Binance Smart chain in the first days of it opening. This is what we're essentially doing here on Tomb Chain. We're getting set up to make massive gains in the future. So here we have their RPC settings are here. They left them a bit lower down because they've been doing, there's over $1 million now in Tomb Chain, by the way, but here they are. So you can find them here, go into your MetaMask, add network, and then put in these IDs and you'll get into that, right? But I'm going to be bridging, right? So we should have already received this USDC. Yeah, it's here. Okay, now in Tomb Chain, we pay our gas with Tomb, which is going to be burning the Tomb, right? Which is fantastic. Added utility for Tomb token. The plot, we can see what's happening here, right? So I'm going to take all that, $1,019, and we're going to bridge it from Phantom Opera to Tomb Chain. So I need to switch to Phantom Opera. This is super fast, by the way. I love it, right? And we approve the USDC, send it over. Make sure you've also bought some Tomb, right, on TombSwap, on tomb.com, right? And then you can bridge your Tomb over first and then start bridging over other assets. We're going to the Garden of Life, by the way. It's gonna be beautiful. Okay, then we come to swap. We click on Run Network there, the one at the top, the red button, and that will switch us back over to the Tomb Chain. Love the name Tomb Chain. And our USDC is arrived. So now we have $1,000 USDC, we have 3,800 Tomb token also sitting here, and we need to do something with it. It's about 200 bucks. So we have a couple options at the moment. We have liquidity and the Garden of Life. Let's check out the Garden of Life, because this is what's going on. This is what we're talking about. We have here some yield farming opportunities, right? So the highest APR you're going to get is on L share and Tomb. Of course, this would be quite high risk because L share is the share token and it's quite volatile. But we get 184% APR on that. As you can see, the APRs are not crazy because they're building for the future. Okay, this is going to be a slow and steady growth. Okay, so it's not going to hopefully have too much volatility in the Life and Tomb token. What I want is for Life and Tomb to just meld. I want Tomb to reach the price of Phantom once again. Okay, so my T-share has an opportunity to print more Tomb, because a lot of Tomb needs to be printed, right? Loads if this is going to work. which means that the incentive for Tomb to get up to the price of Phantom is very high. And I think a lot of people are going to understand that very soon. And I think that by the end of this month or the end of next month, Tomb will be on peg with Phantom. That's what I think. You can, hold me to that, right? If I'm wrong, but that's what I'm betting on. That Tomb is pegging back with Phantom very soon. I think within 30 days. As we are looking here, I'm thinking, right, so I'm already in Phantom and Tomb. I put about $1,000 into here, and I'm going to continue this. I'm going to go with another big bag of Phantom and Tomb, and then after that, my second one to be looking for to pump will probably be Phantom and Life, because then Life will be pegged to Tomb, and Tomb will be pegged to Phantom, therefore Life will be pegged to Tomb. Okay, this is the gamble, right? We want to see this in the chart, right? So currently the price of Tomb is 6 cents, okay? The price of Life is 21 cents, but the price of Phantom is 29 cents. So that does mean that Tomb has to go up to the price of Phantom, and then that means that Life will go up to the price of Tomb, which will be the price of Phantom. So we should see, actually, in thinking about this, we should see a small rise in the price of Life, huge rise in the price of Tomb, and hopefully a massive rise in the price of Phantom, as it should be able to get higher. I think Phantom one day will be worth $5. Okay, so that would be 3 tokens, all farming for different great APRs, and gaining. We're not even talking about the share token today. We're just talking about the peg tokens. So that's what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. So first thing I would do is I'll come to swap, and I want to even out my USDC with more of these ecosystem tokens. So today, because the price is down, because Bitcoin did its thing, I'm actually going to take a risk. I'm going to put more into Phantom and Tomb, not going for the higher APR pair, because I think we will get better gains from being paired up in LP with these. Of course, if you do go with USDC and Tomb, you're going to guard yourself and shield yourself from any market volatility and get yourself a higher APR. But if the market does tick bullish again, then we're going to see a lower. Check out these TVLs, man. Like 481,000 in Life and Tomb. See, that's where the smart money is being put, right? 300,000, very low. There's not even one with more than 1 million TVL in these. Not many people know about this, and that's why we're doing it, right? Getting the position above anyone else. Now that Tomb Chain doesn't have that high load on it, let's count how fast it is, okay? In the traditional way of seconds. Okay, so that's confirmed. Let me put it through in the ledger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Wow. Fast. Very fast. Love it. And we'll take the other $500 and we'll turn it into Phantom. So this is actually the end of my Phantom buying week. I put in about $6,000. Last week I put into Matic Polygon Space, put in about $5,000. And next week we're moving into BNB space, so I'll be putting into Drip and also be putting into Binance Coin, right? BNB Coin. After that, I'll be doing ETH, right? So now I'm definitely into DCA mode. These low prices, I think they might go lower, but I don't worry because after they go lower, they'll go higher again, right? Planning for the next bull. Head into liquidity, then we just do what we planned, right? So we have our Tomb, we take all of our Phantom, remembering that we need Tomb to pay the gas, so I'm leaving some Tomb lying around. And we come here. In terms of the gas, hasn't popped up actually, let me just tell you. So the price to do this, estimated gas is 0.006 Tomb, under 1 penny, by the way. Nice, yeah. Very nice. Can't wait. I can't wait. And we're good. So that's done. Fast! Jesus, so fast. Then we come here, we go to Phantom Tomb, and we want to add to our position. So we take max, and we are essentially doubling our position here. I'm picking up $3 of Life L share as well at the same time. So that's how you get onto the Phantom chain from the Binance Smart chain. That's how you get onto Tomb chain from there. That's how you set yourself up in the Garden of Life. Now, of course, this is not financial advice. This is kind of entertainment and education to show you how you can use these new chains to get yourself a position for the future. I wouldn't say, because the APRs are quite low, I wouldn't even put this in passive income. I would put this as in speculation for the fact that Tomb chain is going to be very successful. And if it is, then I'm going to be in a fantastic position once it all launches. And my Phantom, my Tomb, my Life token, everything, my T share and my L share will all be much more valuable than they are today. So that's why I'm continuing just to stack them. Let's move into the Binance Smart Chain and let's check out a couple projects before we finish today's video. Okay, the first one we're going to look at is the Elk of Fortune. This is a miner which takes the Elk token, which is another fantastic bridging asset, by the way. I did a short talk, we discussed this a couple weeks ago when it launched, and it's going really well. I actually won the lottery. So you can see, I didn't win it yesterday, but I won the lottery before. I won about 200 Elk token, which went into my stake as miners, because every day you compound, you get yourself lottery tickets. I need to compound today. I haven't actually claimed anything out of this yet. As you can see, withdrawn none. Real deposits 1,000 Elk, about $282. I've been DCAing in about 50 bucks every day. I have now compounded up to 1,300, right? Withdrawn nothing, had some referral rewards, and I won 70 bucks of Elk in the lottery. How'd you get into the lottery? Well, you just compound, right? So you go to Elk and purchase, yeah, you could come up here in the miner to buy Elk. It will take you to buy it. Buy your Elk with BNB token, by the way. Then, you know, for today, I can either compound for bonus and get some lottery tickets, or I can withdraw my Elk. 48 Elk, 13 bucks, not worth withdrawing. We're building this. I want about 10,000 miners before I even think about this. So I need to double my position a bit more. So we come in here and we compound. When I compound this, it's going to give me tickets for my lottery. And because there are not so many people in this miner yet, it's fantastic. Your chance of winning the lottery is really high. As you can see, there is 13,000 Elk, $13,000 worth of Elk in the contract. 18,000 has been staked into it. So it's pretty healthy, very healthy indeed. And by putting in there, yeah, I just got 3 tickets for the lottery by compounding that Elk. My chance of winning the lottery today is 4% chance. Fantastic chance, right? So I really love it. And largest deposit can also win something. At the moment, the largest deposit, it tells you also, so you can keep an eye on this. So going off really well over here, check it out, then get a description for this one. It also has a rehypothecation idea where it takes the Elk, which is set in the contract, and I think it actually goes to here to staking, where I'm also in here, and you can stake your Elk and earn Elk, right? With 21% APR. I think it's using that to earn more Elk on the contract on the back end, and in theory, this miner should never empty. It should last for years and years because of the way that it's run. So I think it will one day have millions of dollars inside it, and it also gives to charity. It ticks all the boxes to make it one of the most fantastic miners, and the rules on it are not too restrictive, so that you can actually get a pretty good compound every day running on it. I'm getting about 20 to 25 bucks compound daily at the moment on it, and I'm continuing just to add more Elk as the TVL is so low that, you know, it's a good opportunity to get a higher slice of the pie inside this one. Over to Horde, quick mention about Horde. It's gone fantastic. I just compounded my 12th plot. What does that mean? So here are my plots. Each one of these plots cost me 10 Horde token, which is roughly $1,000, which means I've invested $12,000 into this so far. If we come to my sheet, you can see how Horde has been going pretty fantastic, to be honest. So I need to update this. I have 12 plots, which would put the current value of this. Let me just change that to 12, right? So my current value of my plots is $11,900 based on the price of Horde token, right? I invested 5,000 into this. That's me compounded another 1,000, so I compounded $7,000 into this. So far, I've taken $2,100 from this. We launched in March, at the end of March, so we're running for over 100 days now. And this week, I'm going to be claiming again, which means my taken will raise to 3,100. And then the next week after that, I will be compounding to my 13th plot, and then I will take again. And by that point, I expect to be a couple $100 away from ROI. So I'm 2 weeks roughly, possibly two and a half weeks roughly away from ROIing on Horde. Lovely, because at the moment I am making a nice 12 plots plus this NFT gives me 15% more. So I'm making 1.25 Horde token a day, which is about, Horde is generally priced about $100, that's $125 a day on Horde. Lovely, and I can compound my next plot with 12 plots. I can compound 1 plot now in 8 days. So every 8 days, I will add to this. Every time I add, my plot creation time will go down. Loving it. On the garden, you'll be happy to know I've stopped selling again, and I'm now back to full-on compound. I have, let's connect this wallet, compounded to 1.25 million plants. Great. The drip price sadly has broken $4. It looks like it's going to be hitting into 3. I think the floor for drip now, if nothing comes along in terms of development, we will be looking at a drip price of roughly $2 to $3. I think is what's going to be happening. I think that's my new floor for it. Not looking good, but the development is looking good. It's just taking so long. So just patience again is a virtue. Or what can we do? Continue to compound and team build as much as you can. And you know, once the price changes and starts going up again, my miner position is going to be unbelievable. I don't think people understand how powerful this is going to be. And if you're not in the garden, then you probably should consider it, because it just continues to pay out. You know, I've been compounding, seriously compounding in this. If we want to see the stats, right, how fantastic this has been for me. This is from day one, right? Come down to here, the garden, right? I invested $3,000 when it began. So far, I've compounded $25,000 into the garden, and I've taken out $45,000 of drip.USD. I've not sold hardly any of the drip.USD because I'm hoping that I can start using it in the animal farm to farm for pigs once it finally opens. But we all know it's taken a while. This is a new drip fork that's launched on the AAVEX chain. I haven't had, like I said, I haven't had much luck at all with AAVEX, so I'm not sure how it's going to go. But it does have some pretty good partners. It's partnered with Horde, which we just spoke about, which has had amazing success. It's also partnered with some YouTubers, which I'm very dubious about, right? Because that means they're going to be getting a lot of tokens, probably dumping on you. But I have no evidence on that. And the thought process behind this is that it's going to be pegged to $1, and they're going to be trying or attempting to create a token price which does not go up and down. You know, for example, we saw over on Furio, which has been fantastic, that the price mooned from $4 to $20, and now is starting to come down again, because you can't moon like that and not come down. Hope you didn't buy the top. Did say in the video, wait for it to come down. I'm waiting for $10 to get more Furio tokens, by the way. Also, Ooze over on Phantom Chain is still climbing. We've broken $5. It's going really well. So we have our info. Our pre-sale tokens have arrived. So I have $1,450 in here. My daily APR is 0.5. Says here fix APR. I clicked it. I don't know what it did. I think your APR can go up if you onboard. If you don't onboard, then you don't get a higher APR. So it's incentivizing team building. It has a airdrop function, I hope. Let's see. Get data, NFT, Bloom box, swap, buy and sell. Pretty sure it must have an airdrop function somewhere. But what am I going to do? Okay, so I have here, I can either claim my daily reward of 2.85, or I can pollinate. I guess we pollinate that. I don't know if it's daily or if I can build it up over time. Should really check the docs on this or watch some video, but I've been too busy. But this was just checking to see if my pre-sale tokens have arrived, and it looks like they have, so that's good. Okay, my transaction was successful. My data will update soon. Okay, so that will go into here, and we're good there. All right, cool. So if we can airdrop, we will. Link in the description. Probably read the docs first, unlike me. Reason I went into this was because I saw Horde talking about it, and Horde have done so well that if BloomFi does anything close to what Horde did, when no one was talking about Horde really when it launched, and now everyone's talking about it, this might be a nice little sleeper to earn yourself some great passive income later down the line. I'm sure anyone who's rigorously building on this at the moment, yeah, there's a timer on it, so you have to come here every day to deal with this. So similar to Furio in that sense. We have 2 clocks. I don't know why we have 2 clocks. But okay, and that put up my nectar tiny bit. Cool, link in the description for this. Last one, we will be doing a more in-depth video about Sherlock later in the week. This is a miner, but it is a fair miner, the first ever fair miner. I've already done a dedicated video on this, but I feel like it's done really well. So my total investment into this was $200. I've compounded this without claiming to $326. So in the essence, I've 50% grown my bag, right, in a month with this, and I can get a max payout of this of 400 plus, I guess, my compounded. And still, there's only 97 users in this so far, so it's still not taking off, but it does work extremely well. So I'm very happy about the Sherlock, and we're going to see how it's going to work in the future. They also have now launched Sherlock games. Let's check this out. And they have a lottery system too, which I won once, which was cool. Log into Sherlock games. What do we have? Oh, we've got to put in, got to sign up and everything. Okay, I guess we'll do that later. But that is Sherlock games. Very nice to see. A little casino gambling platform for them too. Oh, and talking about casinos and stuff, Win Binary actually launched today. So if you did get the pre-sale, your tokens have now arrived. So you come, the token should be airdropped to you. You come here to reward, right? And then it will show you what you got. So I've got 11,000 Win Binary tokens, and it's going to start pending me rewards. So far since it launched a couple hours back, I've made just $1 in rewards there. You can also come into, for example, games and play, and we do have the Win Miner, which I'm about to put in a position on. We have miner with BUSD, or take your WinB, which you just got airdropped, and you can also go into the miner here. In the miner at the moment, there is 105,000 WinB locked with 33 players so far in the miner. And in the BUSD one, which is probably the one I'm more interested in because it's a stable price, right? We have 42 in here with $4,000 locked in here at the moment. So low for a miner, very low balance to start with, and let's see how it goes, right? We also have Win Crash, Jackpot, Win Bet, and Win Trade. I think Win Bet and Win Trade are not open yet, sadly. I was hoping they would be ready for launch, but they're not. If we come and check out price, I guess, of Win Binary, how's my token? Ooh, not a good launch. Ouch. I put in $500 into the private sale, and now my tokens are worth $331. Okay, so we're gonna have to hold this, and hopefully we get more reflections from this and it takes off. 1 million market cap token, should be able to get some X's going up on that, hopefully, but let's see how Win Binary does. Hopefully we're not too wrecked. Can't win them all, look at that. Can't win them all, that's what I'm saying. DeFi, high risk, high reward. Sometimes we get a winner, sometimes we don't. I'm gonna hang on to my Win Binary, to be honest. I'm gonna hopefully see some more X's on my private sale purchase, and I'm gonna hold it, get the rewards, and if it all doesn't go so well, I might just throw it in the miner and see how that goes. Cool, peace, enjoy your day. All right, don't get wrecked.
That's right.
Tell me how you do